So guys, I wanted to talk about this article I came across. Berkshire Hathaway doubled its profit for Q3, and Warren Buffett repurchases $900 million worth of stock, of Berkshire Hathaway stock. So he's buying back his own company. So basically he's got confidence in his own company, and he feels like he's buying it at a good price right now. Now, the fact that he's buying close to $1 billion worth of stock right now, does that mean that he's pretty confident that there's no crash occurring soon? I mean, although he doesn't care about short-term fluctuations or stock market crashes, I mean, usually he's a long-term investor, so he doesn't care about short-term fluctuations, but I'm sure with all the experience he has, I'm sure he's got some skill or ability to predict investor behavior. So if he's buying stock right now, does that mean that the stock market is safe right now? There's no upcoming crash? I mean, if anyone could predict a crash, it's going to be Warren Buffett. And the fact that he's buying right now, in my opinion, is a good indicator that he believes the stock market will rally. Because if he thinks the market is going to crash, he's not going to buy right now. He's going to wait for his stock to drop a bit and then buy. Unless he really doesn't care, and he can buy his stock right now and buy more when it crashes. I think he's got like 100 billion cash available or something. Now he's got two elements to his company. He's got an insurance element and investment element, of course. So they're saying that the reason he bought back shares from his own company is that he's unable to find any stock out there that's attractive to him, so he bought his own stock. So I don't know if that's good or bad. Doesn't trust anything out there. I mean, why is he not buying Facebook? I know he bought Apple. Probably lost a bit of money with Apple with the recent drop on Friday. But why isn't Warren Buffett buying Facebook? Operating profit in the third quarter doubled to 6.88 billion from 3.44 billion, and higher than the 6.11 billion expected. So corporate earnings are amazing. So really, why is the market crashing? So a big difference in that income is the insurance underwriting income was 441 million in the third quarter, as opposed to the previous year's third quarter, where he lost 1.4 billion because of the hurricanes in the States. So Bill Smead, a chief executive of Smead Capital Management, says that this is absolutely one of the biggest quarterly earnings reports that has ever come out of a United States corporation. And because of a change in the accounting rules, Berkshire's third quarter net income rose more than 355% to 18.5 billion. And there you go, he's got over $1 billion of cash to spend. So he's ready for a crash. If a crash occurs, he's got money to buy things. Now, back in November 2017, I was going to buy this stock. I put an order price at 180, and it didn't reach 180. It was the lowest it went, as you can see, is about 181. So once again, I missed out on this stock, and because I was being picky on the price. At the time I put an order price at 180, it was trading at 182, and instead it just shot up, and it actually went to 217. And another opportunity came in June of 2018, but it didn't come close to 180 or 182. I think the lowest it reached was 186, and then it shot back up after he purchased more of his own stock. And the highest it reached was 220, but it closed on Friday at 206. And now, of course, with the doubling profits for Q3, and the fact that he bought almost $1 billion worth of his own stock, this is gonna jump on Monday for sure. Now, this is the Class B shares. This is the affordable one. You obviously have the Class A shares, which is 308,000. This one is not very affordable. But the Class B shares usually move in the same way. So this is the affordable one, and as you can see, 1 year target price according to Yahoo Finance is 243. But this is definitely going to move on Monday, and I think it's also going to have a positive effect on the rest of the market. I mean, the fact that still companies are making crazy earnings, and the fact that Buffett is buying during this time, that means he's pretty confident that there's no crash coming soon, or else he wouldn't be buying right now. He'd wait a bit before buying. But some might argue that he doesn't care. He doesn't care about short-term fluctuations. He looks more to the future, 5 to 10 years, or even forever. And he's got enough cash to buy more in case it crashes. So basically, he's probably just benefiting from this small correction. And also, if there's a crash occurs, then he's got enough liquidity to buy more stocks. But I don't understand why he's not buying Facebook. Or maybe he bought Facebook, but we're not aware yet. Regardless, definitely a stock to watch. I mean, long term, for sure, it's good. I just don't like buying things that are already up, and it doesn't pay dividends. And another issue I have is Warren Buffett is quite old, 88 years old, and his second-hand man is 94. So if God forbid anything happens to him, what's going to happen to the company or the stock? Do investors trust that the company will still be managed and run the same way? Or will investors panic and sell and get out? I think most likely investors will sell. So I think if anything happens to Buffett, the stock will drop. You might have some people who, out of loyalty to Warren Buffett, might keep the stock. But I think my opinion is more people will panic and get out of the stock if, God forbid, something happens to Warren Buffett. So definitely it is a good stock to buy for sure for capital gain, but on Monday for sure it's gonna rise probably to 220. So sort of missed out on the opportunity, but definitely worth watching. It's good to know that Warren Buffett is buying stock right now, so really nothing to worry about. So 3 stocks that look good during this correction, 3 stocks that are already on Warren Buffett's list is Apple, MasterCard, and Markel. Not sure what that is. Apple dropped on Friday, so for those who are fans of Apple and believe in Apple, but Warren Buffett bought a lot of shares of Apple, so definitely it's a safe stock. It pays, I think, 1.5% dividends. So with Friday's drop, it gives us an opportunity to buy in. MasterCard was a very good one last week. It was trading at 185, close to 180, but it finished Friday at 200 or 197. It closed on Friday at 197. Pays very little dividends, so not even worth mentioning. 1-year target price is 232. So definitely MasterCard is definitely a safe stock. It's going to continuously go up because the business model is so simple. They're a middleman, they're an intermediary, and they just keep collecting fees on people's purchases. So MasterCard and Visa, definitely great stocks. But once again, personally, I don't like buying stuff that have already gone up. I'm definitely watching it. If it drops again to like 180, I'd probably buy some MasterCard. But remember, it doesn't pay much dividend, so your only gain from the stock is capital gain. So you need to buy it at a relatively low price. All right, so that's what I wanted to talk about today. I'm gonna try to open a margin account. I didn't get the time to open a margin account this weekend with Questrade. I'm probably gonna try to do it tonight and upload the video tomorrow. But like always, if you're going to open an account with Questrade to trade on the stock market, use my referral code in the description below the video so you can get between $25 and $250. Thanks for watching.